Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question. If effort alone led to success, why do the hardest laborers in the world often remain the poorest? Why does the one who breaks his back under the sun not always reap the greatest rewards? This is not to undermine the value of hard work, but to challenge an illusion that has been passed down for generations, whispering in our ears that sweat and struggle alone will lead us to glory. But what if I told you that the difference between the ones who barely survive and the ones who thrive isn't just effort, but how that effort is applied? Today, I want to take you on a journey that will shatter this illusion and replace it with clarity. I will not ask you to work less. No, that would be foolish. Instead, I will show you how to work better, to move with intelligence, and to achieve more with less. You see, the ocean does not struggle to create waves, yet they rise and fall with perfect rhythm. The eagle does not flap its wings endlessly to soar. It waits for the right current and rides it with grace. Nature is full of examples where mastery is found not in excessive effort, but in precise action. And yet we have been conditioned to believe that more struggle means more success. But what if the struggle is misplaced? What if you're pushing against a door that says pull? In the next few minutes, I will show you the delicate dance between hard work and smart work, the difference between burning yourself out and lighting yourself up. And once you understand this, you will never look at effort the same way again. The illusion of effort is one of the greatest traps of human ambition. We are taught from a young age that success is directly proportional to how much we exert ourselves, how long we stay up at night, how much sweat we pour into our work. But if this were true, then the ones who work the longest hours, the ones who break their backs in labor, would be the wealthiest and most successful. Yet we see time and again that those who rise to the top are often not the ones who exhaust themselves, but the ones who understand where and how to apply their energy. Effort in itself is not the measure of success. Direction is. A person can row a boat furiously, but if they are heading in the wrong direction, they only move further from where they need to be. Meanwhile, another person with just a few calculated strokes can reach their destination with ease. This is not about avoiding effort, nor is it about laziness. It is about understanding that effort without awareness is like running on a treadmill expecting to reach another city. The truly successful do not blindly push forward. They pause. They reflect. They observe the landscape before making their move. The wisest farmers do not keep watering their crops endlessly. They know when to let the rain do the work. Nature, in its effortless balance, teaches us that success is not found in the struggle itself, but in knowing when and where to place our effort. Efficiency is not about avoiding work, but about turning effort into a seamless dance with reality. Many believe that working long hours, grinding relentlessly, and constantly pushing forward is the only way to success. But the truth is, raw effort without direction is like a man digging a well in a desert. No matter how deep he goes, there will be no water. Efficiency is about knowing where to dig, when to dig, and how to use the right tools to reach water faster. Intelligence transforms struggle into ease, not by avoiding effort, but by refining it. A skilled archer does not release arrows wildly, hoping one will hit the target. He waits, aligns his breath with the wind, and then lets the arrow fly with precision. This is the art of efficiency, where movement is not wasted and every action serves a purpose. The mistake many make is mistaking busyness for productivity. A man running in circles may seem to be in motion, but he goes nowhere. Meanwhile, one who walks a straight path with clarity will always outpace him. The world does not reward exhaustion, it rewards results. And results are not born from blind persistence, but from a deep understanding of timing, leverage, and focus. The difference between struggle and mastery is not just in effort, but in how effortlessly one applies it. Those who work smarter do not necessarily work less, they simply ensure that every drop of energy flows in the right direction. Hard work, when misplaced, becomes a trap rather than a stepping stone. Society has glorified the grind, making us believe that persistence alone is the key to success. We hear stories of people working 16-hour days, sacrificing sleep, pushing through exhaustion as if struggle itself is a badge of honor. But what is often left out of these stories is how many of these efforts lead to burnout, disillusionment, and ultimately stagnation. A man can spend his entire life trying to break down a brick wall with his bare hands, believing that sheer persistence will eventually grant him passage. Meanwhile, another man simply steps back, looks around, and finds a door just a few feet away. Hard work without awareness is not noble. It is wasteful. It drains time, energy, and potential that could be directed towards something far more productive. Those who succeed are not always the hardest workers, but the ones who know when to push and when to pivot. They recognize that effort is only valuable if it moves them forward, not just because it keeps them busy. Many spend years climbing a ladder only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. True progress is not measured by how much you struggle, but by how much your effort actually moves you toward your goal. Persistence is not about mindless repetition, but about the wisdom to change course when necessary. The world does not reward those who work the hardest. It rewards those who work the smartest. There is a certain beauty in achieving more by doing less. But this idea is often misunderstood. Many equate success with relentless effort, believing that the more they push, the more they will accomplish. Yet, the most effective individuals in the world are not the ones who exhaust themselves, but the ones who understand where to place their energy for maximum impact. A lumberjack who swings his axe at a tree 1,000 times without precision will tire himself out before making progress, while another who studies the grain of the wood and strikes in the right places will bring the tree down in a fraction of the effort. This is not about cutting corners or avoiding work. It is about understanding that leverage is more powerful than brute force. The greatest minds, the most successful entrepreneurs, and the wisest leaders do not act frantically, they act deliberately. They understand that a single well-placed action can have the impact of 100 misdirected ones. The river does not carve mountains by rushing wildly. It does so by flowing consistently in the right direction over time. Efficiency is not about being passive. It is about being precise. True mastery is found in knowing which actions truly matter, which tasks can be eliminated, and which steps can be optimized. The world does not favor those who do everything. It favors those who do the right things at the right time. In this way, the secret to success is not to work harder, but to work smarter with intention and clarity. Timing and leverage are the invisible forces that separate those who struggle from those who succeed effortlessly. Many believe that working harder and pushing forward at all times is the only way to win. Yet the world rewards those who understand when to act and when to wait. A surfer does not battle against the waves. He studies the ocean, waits for the right moment, and then rides the wave with ease. In contrast, one who paddles furiously against the current will exhaust himself long before reaching the shore. This is the essence of smart work. Knowing that effort alone is not enough, but applying it at the right moment makes all the difference. And the same applies to success in any field. A businessman who blindly invests his time into everything will struggle, while another who studies trends, sees where the world is going, and places his bets wisely will reap rewards without unnecessary effort. The difference between those who burn out and those who thrive is not their willingness to work, but their ability to see which opportunities are worth pursuing and which are distractions. Every great strategist, artist, and innovator understands that a single well-placed action at the right time has the power of 1,000 wasted movements. Hard work is like pushing a boulder up a hill, but leverage is positioning yourself so that gravity works in your favor. Success is not about endless struggle. It is about seeing the bigger picture and knowing exactly when and where to move. The ultimate paradox of success is that smart work does not eliminate hard work, it refines it. Many believe that choosing intelligence over effort means avoiding labor altogether. But this is a misunderstanding. The greatest minds, the most successful individuals, and the wisest leaders do not reject hard work. They apply it strategically. A blacksmith does not strike metal aimlessly. He heats it to the right temperature and then shapes it with precise, powerful. The effort is there, but it is not wasted. Similarly, a chess master does not play by moving pieces rapidly across the board. He studies the game, calculates his moves, and then makes each decision count. Hard work without direction is like running on a treadmill. You exert energy but go nowhere. Smart work without effort is like planning a journey but never taking a step. True mastery comes from the balance between the two. There are times when persistence is required, when effort, discipline, and endurance are necessary to break through barriers. But there are also times when stillness, observation, and adjustment lead to greater progress than sheer force ever could. The wise do not choose between working hard and working smart. They understand when to apply hard work and when to adjust their approach. Those who rise above the rest are not necessarily the ones who work the longest hours, but the ones who know when to push forward with force and when to step back and move with precision. So in the end, the question is not whether hard work is better than smart work or vice versa. It is about understanding when to use each. Hard work lays the foundation, builds resilience, and strengthens discipline. Smart work refines direction, optimizes effort, and ensures that every action leads to meaningful progress. The truly successful do not waste energy proving how much they can endure. They channel their energy wisely, ensuring that every step moves them forward rather than simply keeping them busy. Effort without awareness is struggle. Awareness without effort is stagnation. But together they create momentum, mastery, and success. The greatest achievements in life are not the result of mere force or pure intellect alone. They are the result of knowing when to push, when to pause, when to adapt, and when to strike. This is the art of balance. This is the difference between those who simply work and those who thrive.